Hi friends, it's Kamal. You are watching Maths by Jajoria. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, so in this video, I will explain linear graphs. Okay, and this is a new topic, and I will explain about how the linear graphs we put on the graph basically. So let's start with that. So the first of all, before we start this, there's a few things which needs to be clear. The coordinates are pairs of numbers used to describe the position of his points on the grid. So this is grid. Some people say graph, so whichever you want to say. Okay. So the numbers, the pairs of numbers, usually x and y. Okay. So these numbers describes the position of the point on the grid. So these are the points on the grid. So you have here x-axis and the y-axis, and where this x-axis and y-axis meets, that's 0 0. So the x and y is 0 0 at this point. Okay, this side is positive of x, this side of y is positive, and when you go to the left, that's minus, and as you go bottom, this side is minus y. Okay, now the first number is the distance moved along the x-axis. So this is your x-axis. So when you have the first number of x, so generally we say is x, and the y is the second one. So the x moves to the x-axis here. Okay, so the first number would move to the x-axis. The second number is the distance move along the y-axis. So it could be this y, which is a plus, or it could be the minus. Okay, the x-axis and the y-axis crosses at the origin 0, as I already explained. Crosses at the 0. So this is the point. Okay, now the coordinates xy. So xy coordinates describe the position of the point x unit across, yeah, and left or right. So this is left, okay, left or right, and y units up or down from the origin. So that's the origin, up and down from the origin. Okay, that's clear. Yeah, now move on to the equation where y is equal to the x. So what we do, simply we start putting x value in order to get y value. Okay, so if x is minus 1, what will be the simply y will be the minus 1 as well. Okay, so we need to see how would we have this graph. If y is equal to x, then anything x has, the y will have. Okay, so that's pretty simple. X value is 1, y would be 1 as well, x value is 2, y will be 2, and so on. Okay, now we just need to see what graph we will get. Okay, so that will be this straight line, but let's see how does it go. So on the x-axis here says minus 1, so we will go this side. Okay, because the x is minus this side from the origin. Okay, so let's say we have 1 point here, x, and then minus 1 for y as well. Okay, so we will go this side. Okay, down. So we got 1 point here, right? Okay, good. Then we got x1 and y1. So you can write these things usually in coordinates. You can say like this: minus 1, minus 1. Okay, this is how actually we write. Then you got 1 and 1. Okay, so then if x is 2, the y is 2 as well, so on. Right? Right. So usually in exam you write like this. These are the coordinates. Okay, so the coordinates you write like this in exam. But I also showed you how you write on some people prefer this way. You can whichever way you prefer. Okay, either this or this one. Right. So let's get the point on this. Great. So you got -1. So you got 1 and 1 as well. So you got 1 and 1. This one. Okay. Then 2, 2, 2. Y2. 3 and 3. So it's got 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3. Okay. Is that clear? Like this. I can, if you want, I can write here as well. So this is 1, 2, 3. Okay. And this goes in minus. So that's -1 here. And this is on y. -1. Okay. And so as on the y as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Okay. Now, what we will get with the equation. So here, you see, with this equation, y equal to x, we get straight line like this. Okay. So this line, yeah, you can say represents y equal to x. Clear so far? Great. What would we get with y equal to minus x? Okay, so with the equation y equal to minus x, if we have x as 1, then the y would be -1. Would that okay? Like this. X is 2, y would be -2. So basically, what we're getting, the y value is in minus. X is 3, y is -3. Okay? Okay, right. So let's put this coordinates on the grid or on the graph, whichever way you want to say. Okay, so you got here 1. So the coordinates, you got 1 -1. Then you got 2 -2, 3 -3. Okay. Hey, right. So you got 1 here, and you got -1 here. Right? Then you got 2 works x, y is -2, so then you'll get here. You got 3, x3, and you go minus y, that's 3 here. So I can write down here for you, -2, -3, okay, on y-axis. So you see, with y equal to -x, we will get with the coordinates there, straight line, but this direction. Okay. So this one here is y equal to -x. So you can say this line represent y equal to -x, and this one y equal to x. Okay, clear so far? Right? Okay, great. Let's move on to another question. Now, in this graph, we will draw a graph from its equations. Okay, so what does exactly mean? So here, the equation is given to you, which is y equal to 3x plus 2, right? And to find each y coordinate, what we do, we multiply the x coordinate by 3 and add 2. So which is simple. You know that y is equal to 3x plus 2. So whatever the value of the x would be, then you need to simplify this equation. Okay, right, we will do that one. So before we start this, just explanation on some of the graph from its equation. To plot graph from its equation, what we do first, work out pairs of values of x and y that fits the equation, which I already explained to you. And then you write the values of the x and y as coordinates, right? And then we will plot and join the points. Great. So let's get this sorted. So I write here for you 3x plus 2. Okay, so y is equal to 3x plus 2. Okay, and then what I can do here, I got just to show you, right, we will write the values here. Okay, the values of the x and y can be put in the table, and if you want, we will transfer these here, the coordinates form here as well, whichever you want to do. So let's say x is minus 2. So if I write for you here, x is equal to minus 2. Okay, then you got 3 minus 2 plus 2. Okay, y is what? So this is equal to minus 4. Okay, so when x is 2, y is minus 4. So we write here minus 4, right? Then again minus 1. So x value is minus 1, right? Y is equal to minus 1. So when x is equal to minus 1, y is also minus 1, right? If x is 0, okay, that would be 0 plus 2, y would be equal to 2. So if it's 0, then y is 2, and so on. Okay, so if it's 1, let's do one more. If x is 1, then y is 5. X is equal to 1, and y is 5. So if x is 1, is 5. Okay, right. So I think we got enough coordinates here. Write down the coordinates here for you now. So that is minus 2, minus 1. Okay, sorry, minus 2, minus 4. Sorry about that. Then minus 1, minus 1, 0, 2, 1, 5. Okay, so these are the coordinates. Okay, now plot and join the points. Now that's the final bit we do. Okay, so as you all know, this is plus, this plus, this is minus x, and that's from here minus 4. So you got minus 2, which is here, and then minus 4 of y. So you got 2 here, minus 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 1 point here. Okay, I can write that for you as well, minus 2, minus 4. So this point here is minus 2, minus 1. Then you got minus 1 and minus 1 here. So you got x, which is minus 1, and then y is also minus 1. 1 point here. And that is, I can write down for you as well, minus 1, minus 1. Okay, make it easier for you. Then you got x0, which is here, and then y is 2. So 1 and 2, right? So that's the point. So here is 0 and 2. Then you got x1, which is 1 here, and the 5. Y is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got here. Okay, and let's write here as well 1. So these are the coordinates we got. Right. So let's join this points and see what we get. Okay. Okay, so more or less you got the straight line like this. Okay, so this is what we got. This line represent y equal to 3x plus 2. Okay, right. So I hope you understand this, right? In my next video, I will discuss graph of form y equal to mx plus 3. This is where I will discuss with you the gradients, but that will be my next video. Okay, so follow that please. Okay, and do me a favor, if you like this video and you find this video is informative, please like and subscribe this video, and be sure to click that like button and drop your comments if you have any questions. I will do my best to reply. Thank you.